Mario and staff talked to the media, and I want to talk about some things that caught my eye. What's up, guys? Welcome to MDTV Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on the video. Now, I believe the press conferences are like 2 hours or an hour or something like that. So if you want to watch the full press conference, go to the Miami Hurricanes YouTube channel. Watch it so you can get full context. But I wanted to talk about a couple things that caught my eye. Now, of course, Mario talked about Ball State. A lot of coach talk. They're big. They're physical. If you don't show up, they're going to whoop you. You know, all that coach stuff. And he gave credit to a lot of players and talked about this past week. But a couple things that caught my eyes. First, Robbie Washington. Now, Coach Guidry and Coach Mario talked very highly of Robbie Washington, who will now be switching to cornerback. Robbie announced this on Twitter. And then Mario and Coach G was asked about it today, and they confirmed it that Robbie Washington will be moving to defensive back. Now, they didn't just say he was moving to defensive back. Mario went so far to say he thinks he can be an elite corner. And to me, that is a lot. That's putting a lot on it to say elite, because I feel like Mario is a coach who chooses his words wisely. He doesn't just go around saying that everybody's elite. So saying that, and remember, Robbie this week he dressed out with the corners pregame. That was announced. And then he has worked with the corners at other times. So I'm interested to see, what do you guys think? We know coming out of high school, this was a guy that was, everybody said was a Swiss Army knife. He could do everything. And to see him get a chance to play corner, I'm excited, because the wide receiver room, to me, is pretty stacked. So you look at the cornerback position where we're starting OJ, who's a true freshman. If I was a player, to me, the cornerback position is the quickest way to play. My only thing with Robbie is, if he was asking my advice, which he's not, I would say, if you're going to make this switch, which you have, I would say stick with it, because I've seen times where players get lost in switching positions or trying to go to this position, trying to do this, and they end up getting lost. So if you're going to do corner, which they spoke highly of him and thinking he can make it, he can do it and get it done and be good at it, then do it, embrace it, and be the best. And he seems to be excited about it. And how about that clip of him celebrating the Florida games where he's just going crazy in the crowd, man? Robbie is just a guy who I really like and that I'm rooting for. And for this team, one of the questions to be, how will the recruited players, high school recruited players, mix with the transfer players, just to see Robbie's excitement during the Florida game and cheering on everybody. It was great. So he has a bright future, and I hope that he does well at the cornerback position. What do you think about Robbie Washington playing that cornerback position? Next up, let's talk about Emory Williams. Now, when Cam Ward got taken out of the game, who entered the game? And that was Reese Poffenbarger. Well, some people may be wondering, is Emory okay? What is he doing? Well, it was announced that he will officially be redshirting this year. And if you're playing at Miami, if you're a D1 player, especially at the quarterback position, you got to have some confidence. And I know it's got to be hard for him to redshirt. Now, some of you guys may be saying, what do you mean it's got to be hard? You know, this is a guy who played Clemson and beat Clemson, and then almost beat Florida State. You know, went into Doak and gave Florida State a defense that had, about 8, 9 players drafted to go to the NFL, and didn't flinch. And then only to come into the next season and have to sit out. So Shannon Dawson talked about this, and he said that we will be playing. They plan to play Emory 4 games, because you can play up to 4 games and still redshirt, but they want to redshirt him, and they've already had this talk with him. They've already, they're keeping him engaged throughout this year. And let's be honest, we know this quarterback room knows that Cam Ward is the guy, but it's still got to be disappointing, to be a player and not to get to go out there when the team is winning big and things like that. So Emory will get to play 4 games. This was one of the games where Shannon Dawson, he said in a press conference that he told Emory that he will not dress out. So to me, I just love little tidbits of a press conference like that, because in my eyes, I'm thinking they're saying, okay, Emory, you're redshirting. You're going to be with the redshirt quarterbacks, and we're going about our day. But no, the way that Shannon Dawson was talking about, you're getting redshirted. He's been redshirted. He's had the redshirt players, so he knows how you have to keep players locked in. And Emory, a guy who we're excited about, will be redshirting this year, and they're keeping them engaged, getting them ready for the quarterback competition. Now, what do you guys think about Emory? Right? I know that in the Clemson and the Florida State game, he didn't put up no Cam Ward numbers, but to be a true freshman and to play in those games and to not flinch, not to act scared against Florida State, literally gave his arm. I like Emory, man. What do you guys think about him? What do you think about his future? Just let me know what you think about him in the comments. Now, I love watching me some Mario Cristobal press conferences, because I honestly believe he's speaking. I believe he tells the truth. I don't know Mario Cristobal. It's not like we're homies. But to me, I feel like he's not playing around type of guy. He's going to tell you how it is. And basically, they asked him a question about the about the Northern Illinois and Notre Dame. Does this help you, preach to the players? This is me paraphrasing about, you got to take every team seriously. And Mario was like, look, you know what? I don't even want to say the quote. I want you to hear Mario say it. Check it out.
Well, you better learn your lessons by watching or listening, or you're going to feel them. Right? And that's a reality. And here's the thing, guys, is that every team has good football players. And if you don't really believe that and you don't really train like that, there's going to come a Saturday, a Friday, a Thursday where you're going to be disappointed, And, for us, the best thing that we do, the very best thing that we do is the way we practice. The way we practice and prepare. And the best thing that we have going for us, and it's led by the team, the best thing we have going for us is our culture, And it allows us to be just very blunt and real and right to the point and get to business, But we made it very clear from the beginning, there are no easy games on our schedule, and whoever thinks that way, will be disappointed one day, So stay hungry, stay driven. The most important game of the year is at 3:30 on Saturday, and we're looking forward to it.
That man preaching right there. That man is preaching right there. Look, you're either going to listen or you're going to learn your lesson by feeling it. You're going to, and if you don't show up and play every game like it is the national championship game, like you respect your opponent, then you're going to feel that disappointment. You're going to feel that sadness of taking an L. And man, I heard that quote and I was like, damn, that boy Mario spitting. He's spitting, and he's telling the truth. This team has to stay locked in. Everybody's been saying it. Miami's 2-0, but they got to lock in. Everybody's waiting for us to drop a game. Soon, if we do, everybody's gonna say, "See, it's the same old Miami Hurricanes." But man, that is a great message to give the team and to keep preaching to the team that, look, there's lessons to be learned, but how do you want to learn them? You can learn the easy way or the hard way. And the thing about Mario is he's talking about culture. He's talked about practice. And these are the things he's talked about since day one. He hasn't changed up. He hasn't let up. And it was just a part of the press conference that I was like, it got me excited. It got me fired up. What do you guys think about it? I said the press conference was like 2 hours. It's like a 40-minute video if you want to go and watch at the Miami Hurricanes YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. But what do you think about the 3 takeaways from the press conference? And if you did watch the press conference, What was some of your takeaways? Let me know in the comments. I'm out. Peace.